I am obsessed with today's recipe. If you've never had Ribollita, your life is about to change. Step one is to grab a nice heavy set cast iron and turning on the heat. I'm at about a 6 out of 10. We've got some pancetta. I'm gonna add this in. We want it on kind of a nice low sweat. While that's happening, I've got 2 veg. We've got onions and garlic. So onions are going in, and you just wanna chop up this garlic. All right, all 4 cloves are going in. So I've got onion, pancetta, the whole thing, and you can see on the bottom of the pan, it's starting to get really caramelized. Grab a little bit of water, and we're gonna talk about these beans in a sec, and just deglaze, and just scrape. And that will clean the bottom of the pan, and at the same time, start to caramelize everything. You can see everything starts to change colors. We soaked some white beans, and then we cooked them at a simmer for an hour. So we soaked them overnight, just covered them with some water, and then we put a little bay leaf and thyme and just some water, and we just lightly simmered them. And then what I'm gonna do is just, honestly, I'm just gonna pour this in. You can keep some of the bean broth in there, but I'm just gonna pour all these spices in. So I chopped up a carrot here. Again, I'm chopping it really fine just so it's easy to pass through the digestive tract. Carrots are going in. I'm just folding everyone in, and these carrots are gonna cook in like 5 minutes. I mean, because they're so thinly sliced, they're gonna cook fast. I'm gonna go in with a rib of celery. So I'm adding some chicken stock. I'm gonna bring that to the boil. This is the really, really, really important part about this soup is you cover it with chicken stock, bring it to the boil. So I'm turning the heat all the way up. I've got a nice big handful of finely chopped kale. The last thing I'm gonna add here, we have a little bit of Parmesan. I cut off the rind as much as you can, and I just lay it in the soup. This is not in the recipe, but it will just flavor the soup. And while that's happening, I wanted to give you guys a bonus recipe. And so what we're gonna make is a flavored olive oil. You start with a nice saucepan, and I'm gonna turn that on a medium-high heat. So I'm gonna go in with about a 1/4 cup. What we do is we heat up this oil, and we're not really looking to fry, we're just looking to kind of infuse. And then you can add whatever you want to it. What I've got here is some smoked paprika. I'm just gonna use about a teaspoon of this and just kind of let that infuse into the olive oil. And then I have some leftover chives and parsley, and I just kind of rip those up, rub this around, and let this sit for at least 2-3 minutes just to kind of have its moment and just kind of come together. So I'm just gonna take this up, so then you just kind of pour it through the sieve. Look at the color. Isn't that beautiful? Look how beautiful this looks. Right? So you kind of let that cool, and then it's just yours to use. Soup is at its final stages. If you've got some bread lying around or some crackers in the pantry, you just kind of crush them up. Don't overthink it. And just kind of stir that through. This is looking good. I'm gonna give it about a minute for that cracker just to kind of soak in completely. I'm gonna grab a bowl. I'm gonna get in there, and you can just see how rich the soup is. The way that I kind of finish this off is I grab a little bit of the parm, and I just kind of shave from up high, a little bit of this. If you wanna add a little bit of greenery to it, I've got a little bit of parsley here. Just some extra left over. You can just kind of pull off some leaves, tear them up. Don't make it too fancy, guys. This is Ribollita. So just kind of tear these up, sprinkle this around, and then we've got that stunning, gorgeous, flavored olive oil. And you just kind of take a little bit of that, you just drizzle it over the top. Not too much, just enough, just to give it a little bit of something. And I'll hold this up so everyone can see. Just one of those dishes that I think is good for the gut, but really it's good for the soul.